Welcome to the Cradle of Quarterbacks, Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, home to the Purdue Boilermakers, where the black and gold hoping to boiler up in this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Boilermakers about to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Liberty's offense will get the first possession of the game. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on him. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
All right, guys, let's talk a little about Liberty. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The Flames now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Fortunately, ended up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will take the field for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be, and now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fired complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Flames want to crank their tempo. For just a minute, let's take a look at Liberty. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Spins away from the defender. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The Flames have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Flames are on the move.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, he's got some space. Guys, he's already got 44 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game? They're doing that in the season opener. The Boilermakers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Witherspoon. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
The give to the tailback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Tosses it incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Not really looking to score threes. It would have been a 50-yard field goal attempt. The offense trying to convert on fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll leave the offense out to try to get the first down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Quickly complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Smashes through the tackle. He has 60 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Boilermakers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. This is a designed run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's third and goal. Let's it fly. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. From the gun, the running back has it. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. The Flames moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
A third down try for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Montgomery. Here's the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Flames will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner goes down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches tonight.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Under fire. Trying to set up the screen. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The Boilermakers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Let's go!
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
Pound 55 weak.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Purdue.
Ready?
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Here we go. Ready?
Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Flames are in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. No huddle here for the offense.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Flames really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tight end now in motion. To throw, it's Montgomery. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It is perfect. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the 1st down.
They booted away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Flames in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Flames decide to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time. There he goes! He's got 98 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Gentry. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
It leads to second down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback making checks. Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Scanning the field, it's Montgomery. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him! Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Flames will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the... Breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Purdue!
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
PAT unit on the field.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 23 over Indiana. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun to give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. The Flames want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Flames will punt it away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Run it with the fullback. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks into 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Rush is on him. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Got some room in to the goal line. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He'll try to tack on one
For
more.
the extra point.
And it's up and good. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Of 2.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. A little screen to the running back. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
The give to the fullback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
4th down.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch him napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
And the Boilermakers will try to pivot.